Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing the Ride or Die makeup tag that was created by Jacqueline Hill, and yeah, let's get started. I had a hard time with this, that's why it took me so long to do it, and if you think you know what I'm going to pick because you watch my channel, you're subscribed to me, no. You're going to be surprised at some of the things that I have in here because, well, I'll explain it as I go along. All right, let's start with primer. I bought a primer recently that has been around forever. It is a very well-known, famous primer. I had never tried it, and I immediately fell in love with it. I've been using it for a few days now, and this is my Ride or Die primer now. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the original. They have a whole bunch of primers in their line, but this is the original. I bought this at Sephora the other day, and I love it. I see why it was as popular as it was for as long as it was, but now, of course, there are so many primers out that it's kind of not as popular as it used to be. I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water that is also excellent. I feel like this works a little bit better because it's a gel, and I don't know, I feel like it gives you more of a base. But it really depends on what you're using for a foundation on top of it, because some of my foundations that I have actually work better without a primer. Some foundations that I have work better with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and some work better with this. So it really depends on what you're using for a foundation over it. But if I can only take one primer with me to that desert island, that's the whole premise of this video, is supposed to be you can only pick one thing from each category, and that's all you're allowed to bring with you to the desert island. So anyways, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the original, that's what I'm taking to the desert island. Foundation. Again, if you think you know what I'm going to pick, you'd be wrong. Okay, I have this foundation on today, and I have not owned this for a really long time. I went out and bought these things that I'm showing you specifically to see if they would qualify for this video. And not every single item is going to be something new that I've never shown you before. But I've owned this foundation before, but it's been many, many years since I owned it. And when I had it before, I had it in the wrong color. And of course, that's important. When you have a foundation, it has to be the right shade for you. So I never reached for this as often as I would have had I had the right color to start with. But now I have the right color, and it is what I'm wearing today, and this is perfection formula-wise. And it is Revlon Colorstay. And this is in the shade Nude, and this is in the formula Normal to Dry. Years ago, it never had a pump. Now it comes with a pump. And I am starting to see this disappear from certain stores. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. I hope it's not because they're gonna discontinue it, because I just rediscovered how much I love this formula, and so I hope that's not the case. But yeah, this is not at every store anymore, so a little scary there. But anyways, yeah, this is what I would pick, and I have tons of foundations I've tried, so many, and this is what I'm gonna choose. I love the way it goes on. I finally got the right color, so this color is perfect for me, and I think it's going to be no matter what the season is, just because of the way it blends into my skin, and it does a good job at covering up my redness that I have. It's a great foundation. So Revlon Colorstay. Concealer. You might be surprised to see this. I went out and repurchased this concealer also. I used to have it, and I remembered loving it. MAC Pro Longwear. My shade in the concealer is NW15. This will cover any and everything. This blends in great. It's a fantastic concealer. And so that's what I'm choosing for my Ride or Die concealer, MAC Pro Longwear. Blush. I've owned this blush for a long, long time, and I think it's beautiful. I love the finish. I love the color. I love everything about it. And you might be surprised because you don't see me wear it that often, but that's just because I have so many blushes. But now that fall is here, today I guess is the official first day of fall, I will probably be reaching for this more often because it's fall. And that is NARS Orgasm. I have it on today, and it's so pretty and applies so beautifully. I love the finish. I love everything about it. It just gives you this gorgeous coral, peachy coral glow. And that's my Ride or Die blush, NARS Orgasm. Okay, bronzer. This is kind of a no-brainer. I've used a lot of bronzers, and since I bought this bronzer, I barely touch anything else, despite the fact that I've bought some new bronzers. I gotta go with Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It applies beautiful. It gives you a nice glow. You don't have to be careful when you apply it. It blends like a dream, and it smells like a pina colada or the beach or, you know, tropical type scents. So, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Highlight. This is a tough one. These are all tough because when you have a large collection, it's so hard to narrow it down to one product. But I gotta go with Benefit High Beam. This is a warm pink liquid highlighter. And a little bit of this goes a long way. You only need like 3 drops. 1, 2, 3, and blend. And for me and my skin tone, this is the perfect highlighter. It's just, it's beautiful. Liquid highlighters are just a little bit trickier to apply and a little more subtle a lot of times, but I don't know. I think this is gorgeous, and I've owned more than one bottle of this. So anything that I repurchase, I must love it because when you have a large collection and you actually repurchase something, that speaks volumes. Okay, mascara is next. I've tried a lot of mascaras in my day, people, and this blew me away. This is my most recent mascara purchase, but it is the best, hands down, mascara I've ever used. Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Angel. Brand new product from Maybelline. The formula, the applicator, and the results. Amazing, amazing. I can stop the hunt. This is my holy grail mascara now. I hope they continue to make it. Let me show you my lashes. That is what my lashes look like with this mascara. Fantastic. Amazing. Try it. You'll love it. Lipstick. Oh, this was a nightmare trying to choose my favorite lipstick. Like some of the other products I mentioned, I've bought this more than once. When it gets old, I throw out the old one and I buy a new one. And because today's the first day of fall, this is appropriate. Clinique Black Honey. This is a moisturizing lipstick. It's almost like a tinted lip balm more than it is traditional lipstick, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. I can't stand lipsticks that are dry. I own some, but they drive me crazy. If I'm gonna wear just a regular lipstick, I don't want it to be dry. So this is Clinique Black Honey, and I will swatch it for you. What it is color-wise, it looks crazy in the tube. It looks like it would be, like, why would she pick that? It's like a dark, deep, dark purple. No, it isn't. It doesn't look like that. Let me swatch it so you can see, just in case you're not familiar with it. See, it's like a berry. It's like a berry color, and on my hand, it doesn't look that pretty, but on my lips is a whole nother story. Because don't forget, when you're seeing swatches on your hand, that's really not a good indication of what it's going to look like, because I'll be putting color on top of the color of my lips, so it's going to look totally different on. I'm not wearing it because there were two lip questions here. One was lipstick and one was liquid lipstick, and I decided to wear my favorite liquid lipstick, which is, and again, I have a ton of liquid lipsticks, but I chose this because the formula is incredible on these. I chose the Balm Meet Matte Hughes liquid lipstick. This is the best liquid lipstick formula I've ever used. You don't need to use a lip liner. You can just put it on right from the tube. It has a doe foot applicator. You can just put it on with no liner. It is not drying. It is very pigmented. It smells like mint. And I really like this color. This is like a deep nude shade. And good any time of the year color. The shade is called Committed, and this is pretty incredible. The availability on the Balm as a brand is not that great. The only place I know of where you can buy it in a store, I'm not talking about online, in a store, is Kohl's. But yeah, I think there's pretty much Kohl's stores everywhere. So that is my choice for best liquid lipstick, or my Desert Island Ride or Die liquid lipstick. Okay, lip gloss. I just did a video about this the other day, a product review video. Maybelline Shine Shot Prismatic Lip Top Coat. It's really a lip gloss. It's like a rainbow on your lips. And I don't know how this would perform over a liquid lipstick, so I'm not going to put any on. But I did a whole video about this, so if you want to see more information about this, just watch that video. But this is my favorite lip gloss, because really, it is a lip gloss. Lashes. I don't really wear false lashes that much, but when I do, I like Ardell Demi Wispies. I haven't tried a lot of brands, but I don't know. I just don't feel the need to, because when I want to wear lashes, I love these. That's my pick. By the way, there's a couple categories in this tag that I'm not going to do because I don't use those products. Speaking of false lashes, because I very seldom wear these. I don't use face powder. When you get older, powder doesn't do you any favors. It's not really that flattering. It just settles in any fine lines you have and makes you look old and dries out your skin. And for that same reason, I don't use under eye setting powder either. So those are two categories that she did that I don't use those products. I mean, I could tell you what I would use if I did, but I don't use those products. So let's move on. Eyeshadow palette. Oh my God. This was the hardest one of all to pick. But it just so happens that I bought a new eyeshadow palette the other day. And you're probably thinking, what? You're going to pick something brand new? Yes, I am, because this eyeshadow palette blew me away. I got to tell you the story behind this. I went into a Sephora the other day, and it's not my Sephora. It's a Sephora nowhere near where I live. There's a long story behind this, but I'm not going to tell you the whole story. So let's just say I went into a Sephora nowhere near where I live, and it's like a really nice Sephora. Sephoras are not all created equal. Some are teeny tiny, and they're at JCPenney, and then some are at malls, and then some are just a step above and beyond. Anyways, went to a really nice Sephora the other day. And I was looking at things. I went in there to get the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I'm walking around with the primer, and I'm just looking at everything. I came around the corner and I saw a display and I almost had a friggin' heart attack because I saw something that is not supposed to be in stores. It's supposed to be online only. And if you go to the Sephora website and you look up this product I'm going to show you, it will say online only. So why this was on a display at the Sephora, I do not know. But when I saw it, I wanted to scream because ever since I saw this for the first time in a YouTube video about 2 years ago, I wanted it. But I've never ordered online from Sephora before, and I don't even know if I can because I'm not really positive about their shipping situation. Another long story that I won't bore you with, but I sometimes have problems with shipping, so I try to avoid ordering things online. Anyway, what is this product that is my ride or die eyeshadow palette? I won't keep you in suspense any longer. It is the Viseart Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I saw this and I was like, what? This is not supposed to be in store. It was on a display. I don't know why. I don't care. This is $80, okay? But my birthday is tomorrow, so my husband and I had gone somewhere special. He took a day off from work the other day, and I went shopping, and he had given me some money to spend for my birthday, and thank God he did. Because I was like, yes, well, actually, I grabbed the tester, and I swatched the tester, and I've heard so much about this eyeshadow palette, and so I bought it, and I've been using it the last few days ever since I bought it, and the hype is real, people. This is amazing. This is the best eyeshadow palette I've ever tried or used. I've done my eyeshadow with this 2 times now, I think. And that's just enough to know how I feel about this. So I did it one way today, and I did it one way yesterday. So that's what I have on now. These are all neutrals. They're all mattes. Amazing. If you ever see this in a Sephora, grab it. Sorry about that. I had to answer the door. Okay, so we're almost done here. So that's enough about that. So let's move on. The only thing that's left is one of the categories that she picked was setting spray. Honestly, I'm not really a setting spray person. Most people use setting spray to set their makeup so that it won't move, won't budge. I don't have those issues because my skin is normal to dry. So when I use setting spray, I'm using it for an entirely different purpose. Let's put it this way. I've gone through 2 bottles of MAC Fix Plus, and that was always my favorite setting spray, but that really is more of a makeup refresher than it is a setting spray. I don't have one currently because I wanted to try out some new things. So I bought the e.l.f. one. Really like it. Very good, very inexpensive. And I bought the Pixie by Petra Glow Mist. So if I could only pick one, I guess I would go with the MAC Fix Plus. But I really like all 3 of these. So if you wouldn't want to spend as much for the MAC one, then maybe get the e.l.f. one. And if you don't mind spending a little bit more, the Pixie one is also very good. And then perfume, I just talked about that the other day. Elizabeth and James Nirvana, I mixed the black and the white together. And I've been using this for a couple of years now. This is pretty much the only perfumes that I use. And can I just add one more category? Nail polish. Hands down, this is the only nail polish I would bring to a desert island. Wet n Wild Megalast in Undercover. That is the name of this, right? Yeah, Undercover. And my favorite nail polish. Okay, you guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye!